Teaching was very close to Karla's heart. It was her passion. She loved her students. Every morning, before we'd get out of bed, she was calling out the names of her students, calling them by name, and bombarding heaven on their behalf. She had more than 20 years of teaching experience, ranging from kindergarten all the way through high school. Her original training was as a kindergarten teacher from her home country in Guatemala. Karla said, "I truly believe that God has given each one of us gifts, and I was blessed to be able to use my gifts to share with my students about the wonderful things God has for us. As a teacher, my goal is to help students reach their greatest potential for Christ. I love introducing young minds to a different culture and language through the message of salvation to the world." For Karla and I, it was always very important for us to do as the Scripture instructs us, to raise our children up in the way they should go, because when they're older, they will not depart from it. That's why we enrolled them at New Covenant Christian School, where they receive a classical education with a biblical worldview. That was important to us. New Covenant, they don't just take your kids and teach them by themselves and say, we know what's best for the kids, we'll teach them. They partner with the parents. And that was so key for us. We really appreciated that. So as I was thinking of a fitting way to honor Karla and her memory, I thought it would be appropriate to establish the Karla Rubio Glennon Memorial Endowment to provide scholarships and grants to those who want to participate in a Christ-centered K-12 education. I called some of my friends, said, how do I do this? Because I've never done this. I don't know how this is done. A gracious donor, very generous, gracious donor has offered to match the funds that come in up to $50,000, which blew me away. Now, in order to get that matching donation, I need to raise the first $50,000. I don't need to do it today. I'd have a month to do it from today. And that seems like a lot of money. And I've never tried to raise money like this before, so I'm a bit out of my comfort zone. But with God, all things are possible. If we can do that, that means $50,000 automatically becomes $100,000. And that, while a small endowment, it's still a great endowment as a tribute to remember Karla and her memory. There's no pressure to give. I know many of you have spent a lot of money already just to get here for this day. You've given of your time and your resources, travel expenses, flowers, food. Thank you for all of the support that we've received. Many of you have said, if there's anything you need, let me know. I need $50,000. Every little bit helps. It doesn't have to be a lot. If the Lord puts it on your heart to plant a seed into this, we'd appreciate you following that leading of the Lord. The boys and I are giving generously to it. The funds will be deposited into what is called a donor-advised fund with Fidelity Charitable. Once the funds are in and deposited, they can only be taken out to be given to a nonprofit. All of the money will be invested. It will never be spent. That initial principal, it'll never go below $100,000. It will be invested with the help of the advisors at Fidelity. That balance will grow over time, and the scholarships and grants will be given from whatever the returns on that investment are. It's a perpetual memorial. It'll provide an ongoing legacy of scholarships and grants in Karla's name. We had to set it up quickly. Didn't have a lot of time to do this, and I've never done it before, but because of that, because we had to set it up quickly like this, and of the tax laws that are in place, this would not be considered a taxable deduction. Still, it would be a great ongoing legacy in Karla's memory. If you'd like to join me in this endeavor, checks need to be made out to myself, and in the memo line, put Karla Glennon Memorial. We'll make sure it gets there. You can also accept contributions through Cash App and PayPal, although the fees are less if you just write a check. If you want to do a bank transfer or something else, we can try to figure out how to do that as well. If you want to donate in another way, let me know. We'll figure something out. I guarantee all of the money will go into this fund. This is not to support me and the boys. Our needs are taken care of. It's not to go to pay for funeral expenses. It is to go towards this memorial for Karla. God is our source, and he takes great care of me and my boys. If you choose to give, I'll make sure you get an update on how much has come in. And thank you for considering this opportunity.